get the links out here quickly. Okay, so there's a few things we're going to do differently in this one. And we'll get started here in a few minutes, a couple minutes. Okay, just a second. Crickets. Okay, so this last one I gotta post. All right. So I got a few notes for this one. I'm just gonna kick it off here in a minute or two. Just waiting for a couple more. Waiting for it to get through social media here for a little bit. I wish I had a starting scene banner. Okay. And I could see chat this time. That's good. Okay. Okay. So enough time's gone by here, I think. We've only got one person in the chat, I think. I'll give it a couple more minutes. Okay. So, where we last left off, we just beat Genichiro at the top of Ashina Castle. And we found out that he was, even though he wanted the blood of the dragon, Kuro's blood, that he had been indeed experimenting with something, with the rejuvenating sediment, which is what Emma said. I am not going to go. Normally at this part of the game, you go over there, talk to Emma, and go inside and continue the main quest line. What I'm going to do first is head to a new location to set up the what we need for a certain ending, for a couple endings actually, and do some stuff there, set up some stuff for some new merchants that will help for some of their later fights. Again, I'm trying to do this playthrough to show things that'll help people get through the game a little bit easier. And then we'll do possibly a mini boss cleanup. There are 4 outstanding mini bosses, which will give me another prayer necklace that I want to do before I go into the next boss phases. And so there's a ton of grinding. Not a ton. I did another hour of grinding. So I got some extra skill points. Again, I advise at this point in the game, if you've gotten to the gun fort like I did in the last run, do that grind for about an hour. Just put on an album or something and get your skill points that you need. Get some resources. You'll get a bunch of upgrade mats. So what I'm going to do first before we go, there's a couple things I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the outskirts, stairway. I remember in the last playthrough, last stream, we ventured around in the castle a little bit, and we're going to do that a little bit more to go to this other location we need to go to. But we found out what Aniyama, the merchant, and the guy that we've seen in the Hirata memory, we found out what he was looking for. I don't know if you remember, but when we talked to him before here, he asked if we knew anything about salt, or if we knew anything about what the samurais were looking for. So we're going to talk to him now.
侍たちが欲しがっているもの、分かったぞ。本当ですかい、旦那。ああ、塩が足りぬようだ。なるほど、塩か。食うのはもちろん、死人の清めや怪我にも使う。戦場で死体が腐れば、流行り病も道理ってわけだ。皆塩がなくて困り果ててる。
Everyone's scrambling.
そいつは儲け時ですね。なーに、塩があれば助かるものが多い。多少高く売っても町は当たらぬでしょう。そうと決まれば塩を工面せねば。旦那、ありがとうございます。
A dislike. Okay, so I believe we've purchased his stuff so far. So now. Okay, so we'll rest quickly here.
旦那旦那聞いてください。塩が高く売れたんでさ。おかげでまあ銭もたんまり仕入れもがっつり。さあさあ新しい品もありやす。買っていってください。
So he's got a few new things, some useful stuff. Infinite scrap iron and black gunpowder, so for crafting, it's good. So I'm just gonna buy this stuff up. Buy the Yashiriku sugars, the Goken sugars. Don't need the ceramic shards. But he'll give us a piece of information here.
Ah, 旦那聞いてください。
商いの話か。
さすが旦那、察しがいいですね。どうも最近気なくせえ。戦の匂いがしやす。この木に乗じりゃまた人儲けできそうだ。そこで旦那にお願いしたいことがありやす。
なん
戦場あさりのための人手、それが欲しいんでさ。戦場にはまだ死体がゴロゴロと転がってやす。ありゃ宝の山だ。あされば槍も太刀も鎧兜も手に入れ放題でさ。戦自宅となりゃ武具が飛ぶように。
Still a thieves' mind
どうい
from
った人手が欲しい。
from the
そうです
Harada.
ね。戦場あさりは汚れ仕事で力仕事。でかくて力のあるやつを一つお願いしやす。
So he's looking for somebody tough. So let's remember that. So I'm gonna go to one of the locations we've been to and show you something that I've shown you before, but I'm gonna just do it as a reminder. So we go back to the Demon Bell. So as again, I did some grinding before this just to get the skill points I think we're gonna need. Mostly. I might have missed... I might not have enough, but whatever. So, when you come to the Demon Bell, that I've shown a couple times now, and I've mentioned this a few times, you can see this area. And you might not notice certain details here, but if you equip the monocle, you will see these little pinwheels, like those little things that blow in the wind, those little windmills. Red and white ones. Just remember that. So we're gonna go back to the castle, and I believe go from here. Yeah, it's almost always easier to go from the lookout if you're gonna look for somewhere in the castle to go, and if you don't remember where it is, it's almost easier to do this. So I'm gonna go to an area that is generally a bit different than the other areas, but I'm gonna do a rush through it. I'm gonna get a key item there, but I'm gonna rush through to an area where I can spend the money that I have, but I'm going to set up the rest of this merchant. So as you can see, you can continue the main story there, but I am looking for, what is it again? The kind of main castle gate area. Down there's the Sunken Valley. I believe this is the kind of main castle gate area. Nijars. Here we go. Okay, so I need to find what's called the Ashina dungeon, and I believe it's that over there. Yes, yes it is. So we can come down here and watch out for these crazy ninjas. So down there's a general, which we'll get. We'll come get him later. He's just really annoying. So I'm going to open up these areas in Castle. I always forget to do this stuff too. Some interconnection. So this leaves us another way to get up and down through the castle, through the water down there. We'll head down there too later. And there's also some stuff down here. We can get back up that way. But I believe this takes us to the reservoir, which will get the idol. And there are a few mini-bosses in this area, which we'll come and take care of eventually here. We have an eavesdrop opportunity here. Huh. Okay, so we aren't going to worry about this area just yet. But there are 2 mini-bosses in this area, which we can get prayer beads from. So we're going to come back up here to near the castle area. So this is near the front of the castle. The idol's over here. And you'll see that there is the general up there, surrounded by gunners. So there's a strategy to taking him down. There's a couple strategies actually, but we'll get to him when it's actually interesting. There is a merchant. There was a merchant pre Genichiro, that was in this area over here, but we don't have to worry about him anymore. He's back at the dilapidated temple. So I'm going to go over here because I want to open up a few merchants to get some pretty important items. So this is where you get here. Big bugger. So they're talking about a guy behind there. Actually, that reminds me of something. I'm going to go back actually to fail. I'll get back up there quick. Actually, I'll just use... Why did I do that? Oh yeah, I'm short on Snapseed for something later. I'm gonna go see if I can actually get them again. I've never tried doing it. I forgot to get them at a moment in the game where they let you get them early. They're actually a very rare item for early mid game. Okay, so what did I want to do? Right, I'm gonna go. I actually am gonna go to the reservoir, and you're gonna notice this is one of the areas where we started the game. This is actually exactly where we started the game. So there's a couple things I'm gonna show you. Um, but we get a pretty important item here. Actually, I remember now. Now I don't want to die because I have a lot of money, and I want to spend that on something in particular that I need to do a few steps for. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to use a gach and sugar, because we're not going to be very ninja-like. Oh, we're going to be a little ninja-like. I'm going to equip a shuriken. And what you do is you get rid of the dogs. There. Stay low. Now the best way to go is over here. Jump up. Grab. Oops. Jump up. Grab. Take this guy out quickly. Before it makes noise. Duck down. This is the beginning, remember? We were trying to get to that tower up there to meet Kuro at the start of the game. But this is where we want to go now. Oh, shoot. I forgot. We have to get that key. So I'm going to peace out. We need to get that key from just an area not too far from where we are. So we can come back up here. That's useful. Also, we can find one of the another merchant here. I always forget this part. Oh yeah, you have to wait for a later part in the game for this to become active. Where did I want to go again? It was over here. So these guys are scrubs, kinda, that you would easily, maybe you would mistake, or you might just run by and not really think too much of, but this guy's important, as we get that key that we just needed. What are you doing? Okay. So I'm gonna go actually in here where I first intended on going to unlock a gate. So this is the troop guy that they were mentioning. Don't worry too much about them. Once you get inside there, you're okay. The dogs might chase you in, I can't remember, but you can just shuriken them. So pick the ones that he's not looking at. Takes his attention away. Get the dog. Sorry, doggo friends. Now run down. Watch out, though. He has a weapon that he might hit me with, actually, now. He's a bell guy. So let's come in here and reset. So he still sees me, but we'll come in here and pick up his stuff. And reset. So I'm saving those skill points because I want to know exactly how many I have and how many I'm going to need. So we found ourselves here a new merchant.
ご供養いかがかね。
Yeah, another one.
死者があるところ、また供養衆あり。汚れとて我らばかりは見捨てまい。さあ、ご供養していきなされ。
Mystery. So let's purchase some stuff. So he's got some important things. So he's got a prayer bead, which is huge. So we're getting that now. The mask fragment, which is quite important for certain things if you're having trouble. We'll get the Dragon's Bow Droplet, as we know that cures Dragon Rot. We will grab these two Miwu Possession Balloons. We'll save this money, that money, and we will get the mask fragment.
死者があるところ、また供養衆あり。いずこへ行こうと、ご供養を欠かさぬようにの。
Yeah, we will. Okay, so back to the reservoir. Okay, so here. Same thing. Just get the dogs out of the way. The other guys will take attention. Dog saved by the... I do want to use a Gachin sugar. So none of those guys can see me, which is crazy. Let's get down. So this is the gatehouse. This is the key. You hear about that at the very beginning of the game, actually. And we get Gyobu's broken horn. So from that first boss we fought, we get the horn of his helmet, which actually we can use for a prosthetic. So let's head back to the dilapidated temple now that we have some new upgrade materials and some new prosthetic stuff. And then we'll head to the area we're going to head to. New area. A lot of spicy lore to it. Okay, so the merchant that was in the castle, I'm actually gonna go find the other merchant. Ooh. Nah, I'll get that later. We can always get that later. So this guy was in the castle, but he found his way here. So a good thing about him is you have unlimited pellets you can purchase, unlimited antidote powder, unlimited dowsing agent, unlimited pacifying agent, and unlimited Ungo sugar, which I am going to spend a little bit of money on. But I'm going to need some money for... Actually, I have quite a bit of money saved away, but I'm not going to spend it all. I'm not going to need too many of these right now, but you know where to get them. Let's go talk to the sculptor.
さんか。何の用だ。
巫女様お救いすることができた。
わしには関わり合いのない話だ。
いや、礼を言う。
少し目の影が薄くなったようじゃ。
なんだと。
それで何か用か。
Yes. So we present him. We'll fit the new loaded spear. So this comes from Gilb's Broken Horn, which we just found. Unleash a far-reaching thrust attack. So this is just another way to do a thrust attack. The upgraded versions of this are actually pretty cool. They all do different things. I don't use them nearly enough. Maybe I'll try and use them a little bit more in this playthrough. They're good. There's some good strats for later game bosses and mini bosses. So let's load that up. Let's see what we got now. So we have opened up our tree a little bit more. I'm going to get the upgrade the spear. So I've gotten some. We might have just enough. So I want the upgraded, not improved. I want piercing Savimar. Oh no, I can't get that until I have some fulminated mercury. So I will upgrade. I do want gouging top more than anything right now. I will upgrade Sabimaru. I mean, adamantium scraps, and I don't believe you can get those until after you beat one of the next bosses. They don't start dropping. Okay, so we've used our scrap magnetite. Mostly, yeah, I have long spark, good. Yeah, so there's a few other things we gotta get before we can progress through here. I do want this though for a particular boss fight. Cool. Alright, let's head back. How much money did I spend? Okay, so I spent about 2,000. I'm gonna head back to the castle because I want to look for one of the merchants. I wouldn't have enough to purchase it anyway, but he has a couple other things. What does he have? Forget it. We'll continue on with what I was trying to do here. Okay, so we gotta go back to the abandoned dungeon entrance here. That new shrine we found. Again, you can find this shrine just by taking, if you're at the Ashina Castle gate, or Ashina Castle, the first idol in the Ashina Castle. You just take a left, and you'll find the eavesdrop for the salt thing that Anyama's asking about. And if you continue going, you'll hear them talking about, if you do the eavesdrop, you'll hear them talking about the tarot troop that's behind the thing, and that's where we end up here. He's over what they were talking about. He's back over there with his dogs that they let him play with, I guess. And then it brings you into here with this merchant, which I just bought out. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to head down into the dungeon. This is going to open up some parts of the game. So it's a bit creepy. I would say, in this case, arm yourself with some fire. Okay, so these guys, don't let them grab you, it sucks. But hit them with fire first. Then kill them. Because if you don't, you'll have to do 2 death blows. This is a good way to get pacifying agent, is to mine this area. But we'll come back here because there's actually a mini quest which involves this. But we'll come in here and get the stuff anyway. Rotting, there's no... Stupid crickets. At least they give you res power. So something's going on here, eh? Something in this area is going on. So what I'm gonna do is just go through here. We're gonna come back here though later. I'm gonna run through this area a little bit because there's some items to pick up. Some kind of rare ones actually. If we do this... Oh! I went to the wrong... This is the actual quest I was talking about. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the... Get rid of the dudes in this area that are gonna cause some trouble. So, some not good things going on here. Let's talk to this guy.
あなたはこのような場所に何用ですか？ああ、もしや忍びのお方でしょうか？
How does everybody know?
そうだ。やはりそうですか。あの任を請け負っていただけるとか。私は道中落ち武の施術の支度を任されております。早速ですが、忍びのお方、師匠から預かった文をお渡ししましょう。
So why would he be doing this? Why would he be doing this? So a surgeon's letter, a worn and bloodstained letter from Dosaku, a surgeon in the abandoned dungeon, required one tough man. Who else was asking for a tough man? Preferably a strong samurai or a young soldier, such as a member of the Taro troop, must be delivered unharmed. Dosaku. Something tells me if you did that, you wouldn't really get, or that person that you send wouldn't have a good fate.
忍びのお方、司祭はお渡しした紙を余計なことは互いに知らぬが良いと存じます。
Okay, so we got that. Not a nice area, but we're gonna proceed through here. So we're gonna play some avoidance games in general for a bit. Red lump, quite rare, and actually a challenge to use very well. There's not much description in the game for what they actually do, but basically they make it so you don't flinch, you don't get staggered, you're kind of unstoppable, but you can't resurrect. You do a little armor damage. It's a high risk, high reward kind of thing. So we want to get this idol, we want to get this stuff. We'll rest. So back that way, there is a couple of other things we can get. And there's a whole other path you can take, but we're not going to go that way at this time. We're going to go this way. So stay in the water. You could put on a Gachin sugar to come through here if you want. Make things a little bit easier if you have some. But just sneak a bit. this guy didn't even hear us. His buddy was still choking on his own blood. So head into the water. Now we got two guys here. Head up here. We got a gunner. Heal up. I'll take him out. Okay, so this brings us kind of to a new area. So we're starting to see these statues again. Buddha-like statues. And we have a mechanism. Okay, so we're kind of in a new area. Let's check it out. Who? You talking to me? Who's talking to me? Where'd that come from? Oh.
この仙宝寺は今や御仏の教えより外れたが、皆そうであることを捨て、死なずの探求に見入られてしまいました。虜となれば何をされるかわかりません。お帰りになられた方が良いでしょう。それでももしこの仙宝寺に入る理由があるのならば止めることはいたしません。ただどうかお気をつけて。
So we got an idol. So now we are in Senpou Temple. Senpou Temple. Mount Kongo. So we are now in the proper temple. We got here previously through the Demon Bell, but it doesn't really give you very much information about where you're at when you find that place early in the game. But remember, from the beginning of this video, we went back there and we looked across to a certain area. So let's head through this area.
せめて私たちがあなたのご無事をお祈りしましょう。
At least we can do. Okay, so some lore about this area. So I've talked about this in a couple of my other playthroughs, or my other playthrough. There's quite a bit of lore here. This is the temple. The monks here, as that mysterious sign told us, abandoned their faith in Buddha, which kind of, if you think about it, if you think of Zen Buddhism, they've abandoned the idea of reincarnation and have embraced immortality to worship and meditate on. And what better thing to meditate on than something like immortality where you can do it forever? And why would they be doing that forever? What would make them do that? What would want them to do that? Right? Okay, so let's take a look around the area. we got? We have a monk who looks like he's unsure of things in life. Or maybe he's very sure. There's a large being down there who is crying. Something's over there. There's an entrance. Snakeskin. And something that looks like a kite. Some things we can grab onto over there. Some items it looks like over that way. And it looks like we have a ways up. We have a ways to go. We might need to remember that. But we can see that there's like pathways going up that way. Ledge is over there. Alright, so we're gonna do... This is gonna be a bit of a rush through this area. We don't want to spend, at this point... I mean, I kind of spent a good deal of my money, but I don't want to overspend it yet. I want to go down here, over here, pick up some things, and talk to this guy. He's crying. Someone left.
小太郎を置いてどこへ行ったんじゃ。ほら、どうすればいいんじゃろ
なぜ泣いている。
皆に置いていかれてしもうたんじゃ。
皆とは。
皆はあれ。
So who's ever?
誰じゃ。くるくる回る赤白いお花、たった一輪真白いお花。
Red and white.
真白いお花が見当たらない。
なんだと。
頭が痛え。すまねえ。あんた何を言っているのか、オラにもわけがわからねえんだ。
So he's been messed
とに
up.
かく真っ白いお花を探さなきゃ。
So we don't have anything to offer him right now. Let's head on through here. I thought a lot about this monk, and I've said this in a few playthroughs. And you look around here, there's nothing. There's another bridge to nowhere. Common theme in this game, Miyazaki's games in general, is a bridges to nowhere, or bridges that are broken, symbolizing usually some kind of unattainable thing. It's pretty common Japanese folklore type thing too. TVE, hello. Yeah, just doing my more casual playthrough here in NG. Normal NG. So yeah, I thought a lot about this monk in the past, why he's sitting here pondering his immortality, pondering this broken bridge that goes to nowhere. Maybe there's some hidden lore here. Maybe there's a reason. Is this the broken bridge to Ashina? Was this meant to go to Ashina? Is this the lost connection between the temple and Ashina? There's a lot of lore just told by that. So let's go down here. And we can see the sunken valley. We can see parts of that. Let's come down here. to do something we need to do later in the game. I don't have an ability yet, but I'm going to show you something here. Pick up a few things along the way. As you can see, there's a little munchkin guarding the thing that was holding that kite. So, what's the point? Right? Let's fly the kite. If you look carefully, there's a tree there, and there's some branches there, and there's that area that we were looking at down there. But as soon as we let go, the kite comes back down. So remember this, we're gonna have to come back here. So I'm gonna go through this area now, and my intentions are to get through this area really quickly. I'm not trying to fight anything. I want to grab one thing quickly on the way through, and then get to the next idol, which will get us close to where we need to get something important. I'm being vague. TVE. I've actually never played Sekiro, but I really want to. My PC would probably melt if I ever tried. It's actually not too bad on a modest setup. And yeah, in From Software games, bridges are usually broken. Yeah, they are. They're usually broken. It's a common symbol. So I'm gonna go through this area very stealth-like. I think. Probably not, actually, now that I see this. I've been spending too much time. Everything's out of sync. Okay, so this next part, we're just gonna burn. Like, you've seen me practice in here quite a bit if you watch my other runs. We're just gonna burn through here, and there's a way to do it. Climb up on here. So as you can see, there's a ton of branches to get through this area, and we're gonna take full advantage of that. There's also something here. Light coin purse. Don't be seen. Yet. It's okay. Let them start walking. But don't let these guys see you down here, the ones that are coming up. Like they just did. Anyway. Get through here. Remember, I'm just trying to get to the next idol. Oops. Bad. I'm just gonna take these out. Some aqua sugar. Okay, so this next part is gonna require a little bit of stealth, a little bit of quickness, and don't worry about fighting everything here. There's actually some enemies in this area you have to be very careful with at all points in the game, and we'll get to them. But I want to get that monk quickly. I want to be quiet. Don't mind the crickets, but I want to be quiet. Come back around here. Get this guy first. Steal this. And steal this. And steal this. And steal this. And get out. So they can't get out of there. So we'll just hide until they're gone. Yeah. TV, yeah. Yeah, get Sekiro. Sekiro is my favorite FromSoft game. It's so tight. Everything about it is beautiful. The combat's incredible. It's hard, but it's fun. It's rewarding in a different way than Dark Souls is. Okay, so we have some mystery here. Who's this old woman? Fruits of the serpent.
一つは生ガキ、一つは干しガキ。あっちじゃ。生ガキはあっちじゃ。崖越えて穴くぐり。生ガキもいでくれよさ。
生ガキ、どういうことだ。
困りごとかい。しからばお米じゃぞい。お米じゃ。
She likes her rice.
困りごとあるならばお米を恵んでくだされよ。
So you'll find these women
お米は何かな。
at various parts of the game.
おちの巫女様の
Rice from the Divine Child. Those monks are still creeping in there. So that's that area that I was pointing out, and the kite was down back that way. So she pointed down there. That's where the dried one is, or the fresh serpent. We'll get to that. That's important for what we're doing. So this area, what I want to do is I want to run through here pretty quick. I want to basically go that way. There are sickle monks over there, which are very hard at this point in the game. They're fun. They're fun to practice against, but I advise against it at this point. They're fun though, but we'll just do this. Come this way. Take this guy out. His friend doesn't notice. And I'm not jumping worth a shit. Oh yeah. Yeah, TV, yes, it is faster and smoother than Bloodborne. It's like incredibly smooth and fast. You'll see. We'll get into some fighting here. Well, soon. Eventually, once I'm done chickening out, I'm just getting through this area to get through, or get some kind of key items. So what I usually do here is just burn through here, forget about this guy, and just peace out. Watch out for shurikens, but they might hit you out of the air, but just get out of there. Don't worry about him. Don't fight those guys yet. You're gonna have to run by a few of them. And we want to come here just for this idol. So we'll rest. Okay, so we're in a place called Shugendo now, and remember I was looking at from when we were way down back that way, and we saw these paths up. We're up there now. So what I want to do is come down here. And we have a new merchant. Notice the pinwheels around.
ご供養いかがかね。
こんなところにも。
Another one.
書もあるところ、また供養しあり。仏を忘れば、また弔いもなきゆえにな。さあ、ご供養していきなされ。
TV, yeah, about the boss music and atmosphere in Dark Souls, definitely. Yeah, it's tons of atmosphere. This game has its own interesting atmosphere and psychology, though. I really love the late game feel of this, and it all feels like a weird dream. I guess kind of like Bloodborne in a way, but to me, Sekiro is kind of like uh, From Software's poem, I guess. Uh, it's kind of their short version of the way they tell their narrative, but it's very poignant and beautiful. You can tell, just by like most From Software games, just by looking around, you can uh, find out what the game's about. So there's a few things here that I want to purchase. Persimmons. Dragon's blood droplet. I got enough of them. I'll come back if I need it. We won't need the. We won't need these. I'm going to need money eventually. But I don't need to buy these just yet. I will take the scrapping tight. Oops. I'm probably gonna use a few of these. The 5 carolite rice are actually quite handy for something later on if you get lost.
死者があるだからまた供養衆ありいずこへ行こうとご供養を欠かさぬようにの
Okay. So you can come sell stuff there. It's good to just find these guys as they're all over the place, but the more merchants, the better. So I'm gonna sneak up here, back up to where we were. Oh, that's dangerous. Okay, so this is a bit of a tricky area to get through. Sometimes there's some of our little gremlin friends, so we will make sure to have our axe equipped. And we'll eventually spend these skill points, but I want to get through this area. So instead of going high, go low. Sneak. Pick up stuff. Now watch that guy. There's a little munchkin up there. Target him. Let's wait for him to jump down. Don't. And go in for stealth. Oh, and I didn't get the stealth. Axe him. If you don't get it, axe him. Now I did this not very good. Oh, he didn't notice. Cool. We'll just hide. We'll chill. There's another one over here. And there's obviously that one across there. But we want to get that one across there, though, first. And hopefully we can just get the death blow. Damn it! Well, the other one didn't see us, so that's good. You. So here we want to take the higher one slightly, not the super high one. Come over here, jump and grab, and we get to do one of the few death blows like that. Come up here. Oops. I'm not. TV, I need to complete Dark Souls 2 somehow. Dark Souls 2 got me off of From Software games when it came out. Like, I loved Demon Souls, I loved Dark Souls, I still love them. I really found Dark Souls 2 to be artificially inflated in terms of difficulty and whatnot, and I didn't really find the lore to be as on point. And it's not really considered canon from what I understand. 1 and 3 are kind of the main. So I finally got back into it. It was actually Sekiro. I played Dark Souls 3 on PC, and then it was finally Sekiro that really got me back into FromSoft games, and then I played Bloodborne after Sekiro. So you come up here, don't go in there yet, but we'll make some observations about where we are. We are going to go in there eventually. But look, from the beginning of the video, there's the demon bell over there. That's why I went over there and pointed this out. This is that area where worst jumping in the world, where we see these red and white pinwheels, which our buddy at the beginning of the temple was talking about. And what do we find here? Red and white pinwheel found about halfway up Mount Kongo. The red and white pinwheels simply spin around and round. Everyone is right here. So there's a story behind these dolls, and we'll get to it. At this point, though, rather than going through here yet, we'll come back here and we'll do it. I would say go back to the last community idol. So yeah, we're just going to go back to, actually not here, I wanted to go back to the beginning again of Senpou Temple, because remember our larger friend at the beginning of this place was mentioning something about a red and white pinwheel, so we'll entertain him. And a white one, but we'll get to that. So he was over here. You can get to him just by going over here. Hey, buddy. I came back though. So we'll give him the red and white one. See what he does. So we'll explain the white one in a bit.
ありがとうな。あんた、いい人だ。
真白いお花か。
He seems really excited about that.
そうだ。飛んでいった。そうだ。真白いお花は飛んでいっちまったんだよ。
So now we can suggest a travel destination. We can actually suggest two, from what we recall. Lure to abandoned dungeon. So when we went into that abandoned dungeon, we noticed there was a prison cell that had someone who didn't look like they were having a good time. So I don't know. Do you think is that a good place to send him? Or we could send him to our thief friend. If you're playing this game and you're having a hard time, do this.
Minaのことは気になるけども、このまま一人ぼっちも寂しいしな。
You seem like it.
よし、わかった。 ほら、行ってみるぞ。
それが
いい。やっぱりあんたいい人だ。
I try. Okay, so we've told him. Okay, so we've told him. So now let's go back. That way. Can you? I think you can just go like this. There we go. Trick. So back to Aniyama, who's on the stairway path. And you know what? I think I might actually take up this freaking general finally. I always run past this general. I always hate taking him out because of all the freaking dudes around him. But I usually run past him because of the I just want to get through the area. Like in NG Plus runs, you kind of avoid the mini bosses because you already have all of your prairie beads. So I actually find some of the mini bosses harder than some of the bosses now because I haven't really played them very much. And look at this. We've sent Kotaro here. What does he say?
Ooh, Shinobi-san. Honni Anayama-san wa ii o hito da na. 戦で死んだ人たちを弔うためにオラを呼んだそうじゃ。鎧兜を取って差し上げて体を清めてお墓を作る。
Sure.
このご時世でなかなかできることじゃない。
Is that what he told you, hey? So what did you tell him, Aniyama?
旦那、あんたの目利きは最高だ。いいやつを連れてきてくださった。力持ちの上、死体を漁るのもいとわね。
He doesn't mind. So this is a good way to get one of the more important merchants in the game. So now he has infinite Akko sugar. So I say, whenever you have a ton of money and you don't have an Akko Spirit Fall yet, which we'll get to, just buy these. I'm going to spend money on them. No. Okay, so I'm going to use some money bags. I have tons. And I'm just going, like... yeah, I'm gonna spend everything. It's easy to grind money in this game. It's easy. Yeah, I'll just spend 6,500 bucks. So he also has scrap magnetite, which I will purchase, and 3 lumps of fat wax. Yellow gunpowder, I got a few of them. I got enough for the crafting, so I'm not going to waste my money. And just crank out the Akkos, because they're good to have. Okay, so let's go do some stuff now. So we've set up a good merchant, so that's important. I'm going to head back to... actually, no. I'm gonna finally do it. I'm gonna take out this stupid general that I haven't taken out yet, that I always forget about. It's a prayer read, so let's do it. Learn that. Okay, so we have a general down there, a dude. I like using a gotcha sugar just to make sure. Sometimes the gunners see you and it's annoying as hell. Take this guy out first though. Take this guy out. Oh, bad on me. Oh well, it's fine. Take as many of them out as you can. let you live for a second. So the general was with... he had a dude with him. Let's take him out, though. General is walking around looking for me. Let's take this guy out. Come down here and loot the area. And now that we have the area cleared out, the general will reset. He will go back to his, here's another example of a broken bridge between the Ashina people and the castle. Ah, we could do it here. Ooh, he has a quick Makiri, I forgot about that. He's a tough hitting guy. I forgot about how hard this guy hits. Oh. So we got ourselves another prayer bead, and that annoying encounter kind of taken care of. I always forget about it. I just hate all the enemies around it. There's just a few mini bosses that are like that, where I just avoid them because of that. Okay, so that's one mini boss. I'm trying to get a couple more down. We can go fight. Yeah, let's go fight that guy that I was just gonna say we could avoid. Or we were going to avoid. This is actually a challenge at this point in the game. I've never gone back through here. Is the snake still here? Everyone's favorite place. So I want to actually go back up there and get those snap seeds. So these are really important, not super important, but they're really helpful with a later a boss that's later. And then there's our palanquin. Remember these. Remember these. I am going to homeward bone, or sorry, idle. Get my Miyazaki terms mixed up sometimes. So it's doing a bit of cleanup. Okay, so now we're gonna progress a bit. Hopefully, hopefully I can just do this in one go. This was actually incredibly hard to do on my challenge run that I'm doing right now. And but the posture buildup shouldn't be as bad. So we're gonna head back to Shugendo, that place in Senpou Temple where we just came from, and then we're going to go down that bridge that I said not to go down. And now that we have some different sugars, we can handle a situation a little bit easier. Possibly. I hope I don't mess this up again. I always mess this up though. So wait for him to drop. You gotta be a bit quick with this first one. Otherwise he'll turn around really quickly. Ah! I hate these guys. Fucking poison. I'm going to reset that. That was pitiful. So you want to get through this area. I hate this part. I hate this run, actually, to this guy. You gotta get through this. You want to get through this area as cleanly as you can. Not like that. I don't want to waste my Goken sugar, but I'm gonna need... Akos are good for this, just to do some deflect damage. Okay. So maybe not sneak. No! Fuck it. So I'm gonna grab my axe. So make sure I have my axe loaded so I can take these guys down. Annoying. Let's get across. That's generally how you want to handle that. Back up here. Alright. So now we are going to go up against a mini boss. He's quite challenging if you haven't gotten used to deflecting very much yet, or managing your posture. And there is a little bit of a trick to actually killing him. So this guy's going to come out. And we are stuck in here now. This is... You don't want to do that. You want to deflect as much as you can. Oh, you want to land that Mikiri. Manage your posture. Watch the brakes. So now he's gonna do it really quick. So manage your posture. Kiri. So you want to lure him close to an edge. Oh, and I didn't kill him. Keep hitting him. Oh. Stay on the defense. So you want to deflect as much as possible. Careful. Careful about falling off and dying. Ugh. Bad. He does so much damage. He hits like a truck, so you got to be very careful with him. Oh, thanks, TV. I didn't see that in the chat. Yeah, you have a good night. Thanks for joining me. So we got the extra prayer bead. And this. So that's a skill you can buy kind of in the tree of the Ashina tree, I believe. You don't need to get it for a while. So now we are in the temple grounds. We're in the middle of the temple now, and we are going to do a rush, basically to get up to the top up there. There's a lot of stuff we can get down here, but we'll come and grab it later. It's actually a really interesting area to explore. But what I want to do is I want to get to the top, and there's some particular things that I want to get right away. And some dialogue stuff that I want to do. So we'll do that. So I'm going to do a rush through this area. We want to head that way. There's going to be some... have your axe ready and your throwing star, like this. There is... Oh yeah, I could have used Ichimonji on that last guy. If you use the Ichimonji combat art on him, you do a lot of posture damage. That's a posture fight completely. You don't do any... As you saw, you don't really do any physical damage to him. Okay, so let's head that way. You can see there's numerous monks. There's some carp fish in the water down there. We'll come back and get them, but we would just want to get through this area. I want to get to another idol. So run. Up. Now we're kind of out of there. Now watch out. There are the little guys, the assassins around here, and they throw stuff at us. We don't like that. So let's hide. Let's get out of... So you can see the demon bell from here. It's over there. So there's another monk. Arm yourself with your axe, and let him hit you a few times if you want. Watch out for these guys again. Remember, they're perilous. That. Oh, you hit him out of the air, though. Okay. So now down here, there's monks. And... there's a few other things, but we're worried about what's around that corner over there. Get rid of that first. He's looking this way. Sometimes he's not. So now what I do here, and what you get, this is actually kind of a tough area if you just actually fight your way through it. Burn. Just go. Run. You have aerial. ways of getting around here. Burn through here. Okay, now run. Watch out for these sickle guys. Watch out for the monks. Run though. Okay? And then to your right is a door. Open it. Iframes. So watch out. These guys are super dangerous. They can't kill you while you're opening the door, but get in the door as soon as you can. You might get killed anyway. Get in, get in, get in. And you're in. Okay. Let's get this. Reset. So we have 3. Hey, we reset you. Or he's the patrolling one. There's one out there patrolling. Okay. So now we're in what's called the main hall. And there's a few things in here I want to get. First of all, I want to talk to this guy. She must be so lonely. So if you recall, when we first entered the temple area, there was a female voice talking to us. Who are these children, hey? Saying nothing. He recognizes something. He's heard of us. So he's regretting. He's regretting something. Them. What's been happening? Hey. Right. That's a lot of dialogue actually to go through. Okay, so there's a few things I want to get in here. Just in this area. Watch out. These things attack you. You cannot kill them yet. Oh yeah, right. So there's a way to open that. So I'm gonna come up here. Back around this way. Around here. Back around there. And we're gonna jump and get this. Oops. And I messed up completely. easy way to do this again? There's an easy way. Do I have to run jump? It's just a dragon's blood droplet, I believe. I think there's more important things. Yeah, I want that more. That's actually what I wanted more than anything. More than anything, I wanted a lump of fat wax. So some interesting lore here. What is this guy doing? He's got centipedes growing in and out of him. He's holding on to what looks like slugs or centipedes. What are these infested monks with these centipedes in them? What's up with the centipedes? Okay, so I wanted to come back this way. I wanted to go to the back left. Actually, let's steal a few more things here. Watch out. Again, these guys aren't very fun to fight right now. You can't kill them. Okay, so we need to be really careful here because this actually comes, as you can see, there's a yellow yellow triangle there. I might just Gatch and Sugar to just to get people off my ass. So there's a patrolling sickle monk. You don't want to get his attention here. Let's see where he's at. He's not in our view. Okay, so you can come over here. Come down here. And let's take out this monk. These guys, you could jump death blow them while you're in the air. So it goes, the lore, I mean the kind of combat lore is anything that turns its back to you, you can kill. So it's its back is turned while you're on top of it. Okay, so we've got Miyazaki games. You don't foolishly drop into areas. Right. Even though that was still a foolish drop. Feels like a boss arena, doesn't it? It's not. But where are we going? What is this area we're in? Surely we can't still be in the temple, but we are. Here we see monks. What are these monks? Why are they like this? So these are... Remember that big guy like this I fought in the last video? He was called the long-armed centipede giraffe. These guys are called centipedes, I believe. So what's with the centipedes? Hey? And what's with these guys? Could they be experiments? Failures? So we have to remember this area and remember how to get back here. It's in that main hall and the back door. Go out the back left of the main hall and then you'll come here. And we see a procession here of what looks like monks. dead. The centipedes aren't moving anymore. Dead. What could it mean? We'll have to find out. Now, this is an area that brings us, a lot of people don't come here when they play their first playthrough, and actually I've found several people who don't even know that this thing exists. We'll come over here, kill some lizards, get poisoned probably. Oh, yeah. Poison's very quickly kills you in this game, so just get rid of it quickly. As you can see, we have a something I pointed out earlier. A 5-story pagoda that sits in an area near the top of the temple. What's in this pagoda? Something I want. Senpou esoteric text, a book of secrets that grants the ability to learn Senpou style skills. Those of the Senpou temple mastered martial arts in pursuit of virtue. They considered strong fist and strict discipline essential against Buddha's enemies. However, Senpou temple was seized by an obsession for the undying, which corrupted their teachings and style. So this kind of tells a little bit of the truth of what happened here, and you learn a little bit of that from actually learning what's in here, but it gives us another skill tree of moves and passive abilities that are actually quite useful. That's why I wanted to come here. They're quite useful for grinding, and the combat arts are actually, particularly the one at the end of the tree, is pretty damn OP. And they can be actually used for some pretty interesting stuff. So in typical Miyazaki fashion, look everywhere. Look everywhere around. We're good. So it looks like we have a way across. Back over to the main hall. So watch out. This is that area where that sickle monk was patrolling. We came in. That's that doorway we came in. Let's get over there. Alright. So we've made it through there. I can't remember how to easily do this. I think I've gotten this item twice now in all of my playthroughs. Whatever. It's just a bullet droplet. I'm not gonna die very much. Okay, so we've done a few things. We've gotten some merchants. We've gotten into the main area of the temple. Dude's sitting here. There were a few things I wanted to do. Right. I want to grind up my skill point quickly here. I'm gonna just take a quick bathroom break. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so I can't remember what it is you have to do to get this guy to go away. I think you have to actually leave the area. So one run you can do here is actually, and this is a way you can grind. It's a bit tricky. Actually, I'm not gonna do the tricky grind when I am halfway to a skill point. Actually, yes, I will. I've got enough freaking skill points that I'm going to have to spend here. So I recommend using a gacha sugar. That'll get you by these guys. Take a gander and see which way people are oriented. Be careful with the big guy. Take him out. This guy's gonna wanna fight. Guy behind there. We want to sneak up on him. Please turn the other way. Now this is where we were at the start. The throw. Now we can go this way and sneak in here. Actually, oh, Gach and Sugar again is handy. As you can see, this place is well guarded by not so nice enemies, and there's more on the roof. Get out. check for anything else, and get out, because this is very dangerous. Head back the way you came. Reset the encounter. And then we'll go do a boss battle here. A mini boss battle. Which should give us our final prayer beat, actually. There's a lot of wolves and lizards here. There's a lot of them. Come on. Alright. Okay. So you come down here. And we're going to have a little bit of fun. So what you want to do is you want to clear this area out. There's a few things I want to equip first. Yeah, I want the Akko. You want to clear this area out. Because there's a mini boss in here that you want to fight. So you want to clear out his lackeys first. And he's another one of these big guys. Right, okay. So we found one of these guys. Remember at the gun fort? And we'll get to that. So the best thing to do here is to clear these little guys out first. Oh, if you fall, get back up. Because below us is a way bigger version. He's noticed us. So we're gonna fight him later. So one thing you want to do first is take out his friends that are down there too. So we'll see. We see one sitting over there. He doesn't notice us. Let's kill this one. Oh! And we have to be very careful now. Did I even do what I set out to do? I didn't kill all of them. And I almost died again. So, what you do is you just come out here and you let the encounter reset. Now I didn't he'll eventually go back. back. He eventually goes back here, so we just have to reset this encounter. If you want to reset encounters quicker, use some gadget sugar. Okay, so I actually kind of want to get my res power back. I don't think I left anything alive here that I can actually easily kill. It might be better to just redo that encounter, because I shouldn't have died. And I don't want to die with this much towards a skill point, but whatever. Okay, I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna do this, fuck it. So he doesn't see us. This is a pretty easy boss if you are careful. I am going to use a Goken sugar, just in case. And we're gonna jump on him and get a death blow. Now remember this boss, deflect, deflect. And jump, kill. And there we go. We have our 4 prayer beads. And they give you some Goken sugar there, just in case. Got black gunpowder. Black gunpowder. Now you have to kind of think of this area. It's really interesting. You look at some of this stuff, the Buddhist stuff here. It's kind of desecrated and burnt. You'll see burnt Buddha statues kind of all over. There are dead centipedes on the ground. That's what all this is. Some live ones. And these dead monks. So there's a connection between the centipedes and the monks. As we can see, there's some centipedes in the monks, and why was that guy called a centipede? But you can also see here, there's like 2 sides, red and green. Oh, I thought that was a door for some reason. So the monks, you know, they were experimenting on themselves. They have abandoned their teachings for immortality, so they've embraced these centipedes to grant them that somehow. So we'll find out more about that as we go. So I'm going to teleport back. What am I doing here? Blech. Into the last, or dilapidated temple. Because I believe I can do some upgrading. We'll do that now, and then I think we'll come back to the main hall, and we should have access to a boss, and when I complete that boss, I will end the stream for the day, I think, but it's still a ways away, so we got about probably half an hour to go. Wait, we didn't get any new ones, did we? No. So I'm missing just a few things. Yeah, I just need some adamantium. Okay, so let's go upgrade our health. Okay, so let's travel back. Actually, what I want to do, I'm just going to do it. Gun for it. Quickly just going to grind this up. So I'm just going to do this a few times. I'll do it quickly as I can. And then we'll decide on our skills. I wanted to get a bunch of skill points saved up. So that I could just get them all in one go and show you guys what to use it for. Just gonna grind that up to that skill point, and then we'll buy some skills. Go do a boss fight, and up our attack power, and maybe prep up for one of the boss fights. Actually, I might not be able to get there. We should probably finish some of the lore. Now, there's certain things you can get here in this grind spot. You can get here once you advance the game past one of the bosses that we're going to come up against. Almost there. I'm trying to keep this stuff off the streams, just so it's not as so there's no tedium in my own streams. One more should do, if not two. So this is a good way to just get more basic crafting materials, antidotes, and stuff like that. More than you'll ever really need in the game to buy. Like if you do a bit of these grinds, you just never really need to buy that stuff. There we go. So we got our skill point. So we'll reset. And let's acquire. Okay. So we got ourselves a whole new tree. And there are things in this tree which are good. But there's a couple things we want. There's just a couple key things we want to do. Is we want to get all the way through a skill tree, which I'm going to try and do here. And we want to get some of these abilities because they're great for grinding. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go like this. I like Living Force for a certain boss, but I am going to get... No, we'll wait and see. I'm gonna do this. Nitro / reversal. Oh, I might not have enough. Shoot. Mid-air prosthetic, yes. Projected force, yes, absolutely. Living force, yes. Damn it, I wanted preying strikes, so I'm gonna in and off camera grind. I'm gonna work on these later. Just get these and I'll explain what they do. Okay. So I believe now we can head back to the main hall. Actually, no, I believe we have to actually go talk to... We have to progress the plot a little bit. Okay, so Ashina Castle. And we'll go to the lookout. And we're going to basically start now where we would have kept going at the end of my last playthrough. It's responding to some social media here. Okay, so Emma is there. What is Emma doing in Ashina Castle? Well, we already found out. She told us. Let's talk.
主の命を果たすことができました。礼を言います。
お主は一体誰に仕えている？
Oh.
アシナ一神。
What?
私は一神様に仕える薬師です。
何故助けを命じられたのだ？
一神様は流因の力を望んではおられません。故に九郎様を
アシナより逃がそうとした。
はい。
井戸底への文、あれもお主か？
その通りです。ただ私の任はこれまで。
So Emma has
まず会うべき
played her role.
いるはずです。九郎様は開花に。
So Genichiro was holding them captive, essentially. Not really. So you come down here. Grab this idol. And we found our young master.
お迎えに参上いたしました。我が主。
よく来てくれた。
参りましょう。アシナを脱さねばなりません。
We tried that once before.
我が血は、流因は人を死なぬようにする。そなたもそうだな。
はい。
私はそなたを救いたかった。時を戻せたとて、きっと同じことをするだろう。だがな。
He's talking the other night where he actually gave you the blood after you kill Lady Butterfly.
落ち水も流害も皆そうだ。人としての生き方を歪めてしまう。私は流因の不死が生むよどみの連鎖を断ち切りたい。狼よ、それを手伝ってはくれぬか。
Oh, I gotta obey. Yes.
できません。巫女様をお守りすること。それが我が父より課せられし掟なれば。
そなたは私を救うため幾度死に
I love this.
そして蘇ってくれた。2度か
2?
3度か
3 times?
あるいは
Might be that
数え
many.
きれぬほどなのか。
Maybe 5 in this
お
run?
守りするためならば幾度でも。
そなたを不死の永劫の任に縛りたくはないのだ。
Now I have a theory about all this.
共に不死立ちをなしてくれ。
御意。
ありがとう、狼よ。
I kind of believe that Kuro is, or you're Kuro's centipede. It's kind of a
不
theory
死
I
立ち
have.
についてだが、根拠のない話ではないのだ。狼よ、これを。
Immortal Severance Text, a book from Kuro on the art of severing ties of the dragon's heritage. It looks old. The binding is torn and several pages are missing. Herein describes the means to perform the rite of immortal severance. Beyond the Fountainhead Palace, locate the sanctuary and imbibe the tears of the holy dragon into the divine realm. So we gotta head to some place and do something with a dragon.
このアシナの城に残されていた古い記録だ。
宣教の神なる竜の涙。
ああ、その竜の涙というものがあれば、おそらく我が竜院を断つことができる。
しかし宣教とは一体。
うん。狼よ、そこにある香炉を見てくれ。とあるお方がお持ちだったものだ。
I think they're making DMT.
この香炉は
かつてこのアシナの城には私とは別の竜院の巫女が暮らされていたと聞く。巫女の名はタケル様。この香炉はその方にゆかりのものだ。
そのお方は今は
亡くなられて久しいようだ。源の好機まといて宣教へ帰る、そう言い残されたとか。
つまり源の好機、それで宣教に行き着く鍵だということ。
Yeah, it might as well be DMT.
狼よ、まずはそれを解き明かそう。
Might as well.
していかにして調べるか。この城にはタケル様が残された書物がある。宣教に帰る術を求め集められたものだろう。私はそちらを探ってみよう。
宣教への生き方のみでなく、不死立ち、それ自体についても探っては。
おお、ならば一心様だな。
Talk to Ishin.
あのお方ならば何かご存知やもしれぬ。
We get to talk to Ishin?
こちらじゃ。
Look at okay, now the slowest walk. Come over here. Just so we can talk about something different.
一心様はこの天守の外、離れの櫓で静養されておいでだ。ただその離れは閉ざされている。
He's actually really easy to get to.
少しお加減がな。
入る術は
屋根上にヨタカの衆が通う道がある。忍びが使う道だが、そなたならばたどれるのではないか。
ヨタカ
Okay,
の
thanks.
衆は目印にのろしを使うとか。
ああ、ヨタカののろしをたどれば一心様の離れまで行けるだろう。こちらの開き窓から屋根上に出られるぞ。
Let's
一
exhaust the
心
dialogue.
様にお会いして不死立ちの手がかりを聞いてきてほしい。この天守の外、
Yeah.
頼んだぞ。
Okay, there's a couple things you can trigger here. Just gotta make sure I'm doing it. Yeah. So we have to talk to Ishin first. Before anything else happens. I'm gonna just do a rest here. Yeah. So we go up here. Now whenever you want to find Ishin, if you do need to talk to him, you come to the castle top, if you can, and you go, if you're looking at the idol, to the left, and just go straight for that building. You can see there's a smoke signal there, but on the left side of that building. So we just want to go down here. So now here's some of my favorite lore in the game. This is Ishin. Oops, sorry Ishin. But what's that? What's that? That's the Tengu mask.
Miko様の命にて
おう、
伺いたいことが。
その前に先じゃ。褒美に取っとけ。
Unrefined sake.
落ち水に見入られた我が孫源一郎、よくあれを止めてくれた。礼を言うぞ。
我が父の掟に従ったまで。
忍びの掟か。なるほど。お主フクロウのせがれか。あの国取り戦で拾われたわらしよな。巡ってここに至るか。人の絵にしとはつくづく面白い。そうは思わぬかの赤色よ。
So you're
そのお主が何をし。
So he named you, if you remember back when we first meet the Tengu. After the first boss, he called you Sekiro. And now it is tied. The Tengu is Ishin. So let's ask.
巫女様の目指す不死立ち、その鍵となるものを。
不思議り。不思議りならば、
The Mortal
ある
Blade.
いは鍵となるやもしれぬ。
不思議り。
尋常な術では死なぬ者すら殺す。それゆえにな。
死なぬ者とは。
虫つきとか言ったかの。わしも見たことはないが。
I have.
真の像を貫こうが首を落とそうが死なぬというぞ。まことであれば恐るべきことよな。そういった化け物すら殺す。それが不思議りよ。
不思議りはいずこに。
仙宝寺にあると聞く。ただ不思議りは抜けぬというぞ。
抜けぬとは。
ただそう伝わっておるのよ。だが今やあの寺は門を閉ざしておる。
Right.
生草どもめ。
So
お
those
山に
gates.
こもり何をしておるかは知らぬ
We
が。
got through into the
まとも
temple.
な道などつながっておらぬのよ。
We got through in the abandoned dungeon, so we went under, and there was that broken bridge where that monk was standing. That's the broken road to the temple, and what separates ideologically and philosophically the ideas of immortality, how they're imbued upon people, to an extent. It keeps it separate. It keeps the lore separate. That's why when you see the temple in the air, when you look in the air, it's at the same height of the mountain. Not quite the divine realm, though.
不思議りならば苦労が目指す不死立ちの鍵となるやもしれぬ。尋常な術では死なぬ者すら殺す方がゆえな。
Okay.
行くか、赤炉。不死立ち。それもまた戦よ。
Yeah.
そして戦では関わる者の願いやら企てやらが
Now he tells us something here, which he'll tell us
迷
over
えばその渦に飲まれ戦に敗
and
れ
over and over.
そうじゃ肝に銘じておくがいい赤炉よ迷えば敗れるぞ
Hesitate and you lose. Okay, so that's something you'll come to hear a lot of. So down here there is some Nigers that are guarding him. We can get out of here. Sorry for knocking your light over, Yushin. So let's head back up. Try not to alert the Niger. Oops. Rest. I believe there's like a... Let's see to go.
一心様とも会われたようですね。
So we've met with Lord Ashin.
言われた源一郎殿を切ったことへ
そうですか。
Damn straight he did.
源一郎殿。まさか、落ちの檻を飲まれているとは。
それは何だ
落ち水の中でも特に濃いものをそう呼びます。あなたもご覧になったでしょう。落ちの檻を口にした者は当然に死んでいるはずの斬撃に耐えるほど強靭な肉体に変貌
The
し
sediment. The rejuvenating sediment.
もともとは我が師道元が調べていたもの調べた書も薬も焼いて捨てたと聞いていました。私の兄弟子たちの誰かが持ち出していたようですね。
We may have ran into somebody.
また道中あたり
Oh,
か
Dojin. That guy, right?
九郎様のお考えについては
聞いた
して
共に不死立ちを果たそうと思う
そうですか。
今までの助けかたじけない
まるで今生の別れのよう。私は主の命も果たしましたので。
It's interesting that she says that now, because you can kind of turn things shortly.
薬師として助けとなりましょう。ではまた。
So you just want to exhaust her dialogue, make sure it's gone.
狼殿。
Okay, so yeah, she's good.
ではまた。
What do we have here? Sakura flowers. Meet me there, in the library that's right over there. Come back here. Get this. Remember this location, because you have to do any...
まだ埃がひどい。
You have to do an eavesdrop here at one point. Very soon. So this is the key, the gun fort key. Key to the shrine deep within the gun fort. This is that shrine that we found in my last stream, where I said it's kind of a wall that we can't cross unless we beat a certain enemy. that enemy being Genichiro Ashina. The Sunken Valley clan will shoot any stranger who approaches, and the snake's eyes are the guns are particularly feared. We came across one of them. That was that one that as we were running through the gun fort. This elite group of women are descendants of the ancient Okami clan. Their especially sharp eyes allow them to snipe victims at great range. The Okami clan. Remember that.
誇りがひどいな。
戻りましてございます。
おう、戻ったか、狼。一心様とは会えたか。
はい、不思議にならば鍵になりうるやもしれぬ。そう仰せでした。
不思議り。
仙宝寺にある死なぬ者を切る刀とか。
なるほど。確かに流院の不死を断つことへも関係しておるやもしれぬな。
御意。
私の方は源の後期の手がかりとなりそうな書物を漁っておいたぞ。どうやらタケル様が戦況に帰るため調べられている。
Found a stash?
見つけた手がかりについて話そう。
手がかりとは
花だな。
巫女様、こちらを。
これはもしや桜しずくか。
それは
流院の不死の契約がならざるとき引き換えに残るものという。
タケル様が残されたものでしょうか。
であろうな。狼よ、もし望むのならばこの桜しずくもまたそなたの力としよう。わかった。目を閉じてくれ。タケル様の流院もまたそなたと共に生きるのだ。
頂戴いたします。
うん。もう目を開けてよいぞ。
So we got added resurrective power. It's a bit tricky to use.
それはタケル様にいただいたもの。大事にしてくれ。
御意。
About the flower.
まずはこれを。
A note from Kuro, written by Takeru, former heir of the dragon's heritage. It is said that relatives of Tomoe once gathered the fountainhead fragrance and arrived at the palace. You may find a key where the waters of rejuvenation converge in a deep pool, a white and deeply fragrant flower. So we're looking for a flower.
これは
タケル様が残されたものだ。戦況に帰るため源の後期について調べていたのだろう。
DMT?
このアシナを貫く源より流れいずる水。その水が濃く溜まった場所で咲く白い花について書かれている。
So the water.
どうやらそれが源の効の一つであるようだ。
源の水が濃く溜まった場所。深い渓谷などでしょうか。
なるほど。ならば落ち谷かもしれぬ。あの谷には 源の水も流れ込んでおるはず。
その落ち谷はいずこに？
城の裏手の林を抜けた先にあるぞ。
We've been there.
林の奥にある白蛇のお社。言葉の通り、そこから落ちたところに落ち谷はある。まともな道はつながっておらぬが、そなたならば行けるであろう。
Thanks. And ask about the stone.
巫女様、こちら。
これは源の功を求めた者が記した書物か。
はい。
好気を放つ石が祀られた村だが、そのような村聞いたことがないな。
アシナの底とあります。
そういえば月見楼の傍らのお主が落とされていたあの井戸底の先に、底の知れぬ深い穴があると聞いたことがある。あるいはそこと関係があるのやもしれぬ。
探ってみましょう。
ああ、だが身を投げるとは一体。
わかりません。
I do.
確か思い当たる場所がないか探ってくれるか。
は
ああ、そうだ。そなた、香炉の残り川嗅いでみたか。
はい。何やら木くずのようなものが残っていました。そしてかすかに桜のような香りが。
おお、そなたもそう思ったか。ただあの香り、桜のようでいて少し違う。どうした狼？
あの香り、どこか懐かしい。
嗅いだことがあるのか。
おそらくは。ですが思い出せません。
そういえばエマ殿が昔城の裏手に桜の木があったと言っていた。
So we've gone past there.
それが関係あるやもしれぬな。戦況に至るため源の好機について突き止めねばならぬ。見つけた手がかりについて話そう。香炉に残っておったのは桜の木じゃが、普通の桜ではないようだ。エマ殿ならば、
Right.
城、
Okay.
そういえばそこにある人の形が
So
書いてあ
funny.
る扉じゃが、一心様が忍びの抜け道と呼んでらっしゃった。どういったものか司祭はわからぬが、忍びの名がつくものだ。そなたならば使えるのではないか。
And this is just a kick in the face, essentially. Come back around here. Now if we go, you go back to when I first started this series, just the actual playthrough. We are at the dilapidated temple. So for that whole time, he was back there. The whole time. The whole time. That whole time. We could have just snuck back there if they really wanted us back there. Now you gotta remember this location too, because you do have to do another. While we're here, let's see if there's any upgrades we can do. Yes. Let's upgrade. A spear. So get the final tier stuff unlocked. Cool. Alright, let's go back there and talk to Kuro. Go back more. We're back here again. I'm gonna go, and then I'm gonna head to the, after we're done, there's a bit of lore stuff here. Gotta do things kind of in a certain order. I may have messed it up. If I mess it up, whatever. Let's play the normal. There's things you kind of have to do in a certain order to get different endings and whatnot.
お主に尋ねたいことがある。
はい、何でしょう。
城の裏手の桜についてだ。
床桜のことですね。タケル様が故郷より持ってこられた桜です。
つまり宣教の桜か。
はい。あれは不思議な桜で、春に限らず常しえに咲いておりました。ですが床桜の木も花ももうありません。枯れてしまったのです。
何故枯れた。
枝を倒り花を持ち去った者がいます。花をなくした床桜はやがて枯れ果てました。床桜の木そのものが失われてしまったのです。
Remember that. That's very key. I wouldn't say key lore, but it's important lore.
かつてアシナに流害が広まったことがあったと言います。その時は治すことが叶わず、
Well, we found one.
助かるものはなかったそうです。
そうか。
我が師道元の悔い、わずかでも晴らせたのならば良いのですが、狼との恩に
There we go.
九郎様の不死立ち、
There we go.
どうか叶えて差し上げてください。
Okay.
ではまた。
Let me do this. Oh wait. Do you have to leave the area and then... I think the part where she comes up the stairs is after a certain fight. Yeah, they're not.
エマ殿に桜の木のことを聞きました。
おう、どうじゃった。
その桜は床桜と呼ばれる。タケル様が宣教より持ってこられた桜ですが、今はもう枯れて残っておらぬようです。
そうか。
ですが、
So the old grave
何者かが床桜の枝を倒り持ち
place
去ったと言います。
in Ashina Castle.
誰がそのようなことを。
We've gone past there, but I didn't really mention anything about it.
どうにもならぬな。持ち去られた枝にしても今は手がかりがない。先に他の子を集めることにしよう。
御意。
Let's make sure.
宣教に至るため、
Okay.
行くか、狼よ。
So there's one more thing. Oh, I think I might have to actually do the temple thing first. Okay. Are we done?
狼殿。
Yep, we're done.
では
Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to the temple. Senpou temple. Back to the main hall. And I believe now that I've gone through that lore. Yeah. So now that guy's gone. The guy that was here. Priest. But we have this bell, and we can inspect it. What happens when you do that in FromSoft games? You don't monkey around with items like that. So bells have a lot of power in this game in a lot of different ways. Either by entering dreams, memories, divine spaces, or being thrown around by one of the Terror Troop members. So, we're presented with Monkey See?
猿が3匹
Speak no evil, see no evil, hear no
一
evil,
つは空か
do no evil. Okay. So what's going on? So we have this bell, elusive hall bell. A 5-pronged bell made of H bronze can be used repeatedly. When rung, monkeys and wolves alike are returned to their initial states. However, a monkey caught in the folding screen will not escape whether the bell is rung or not. So we use this, this is a bit of a puzzle boss. We use this to reset state. So there's the first thing I like doing right off the bat with this fight. It's handy to have your shurikens. Set that in your bar. First thing I like doing, making sure I also have a Gachin sugar. Use it. And then reset. Now we can run. The monkey won't notice us yet. Come over here. This is the green one. Ring the bell. It's too much for him. It's too much for his sensitive ears. Come in here. Oh no, when it goes out, the place becomes dark as night. So let's do that right now. What are these footsteps behind us, eh? We have to be careful. There's other things that can kind of get us here. Okay, so I'm going to reset it. And head right up there. I believe it's this way. There's terror monkeys. We gotta watch out for them. They inflict terror, which can kill us very fast. I like doing this. Let's reset. There we go. There you can see him there now. Another bell. I have a lot of questions about this place. I think it kind of symbolizes the artificialness of something. Because we end up in this place called the Inner Sanctum. Looks a little like the dilapidated temple, doesn't it? And we get ourselves Puppeteer Ninjutsu, which is really handy. This technique temporarily forces anyone who should fled this realm to remain. Yeah, so you basically create puppets with it. It's fun. They attack. So, what is this? So we come here, get this idol, and we're gonna enhance our attack power. That was indeed a boss. Now we're gonna talk to this person, who looks a lot like somebody we know.
不思議を求めに。
抜けぬ刀とご存知か。
ああ。
抜けぬとは抜いて帰った者がおらぬということ。それでも試されるのですか。
抜こう。
そうですか。
See, I have this kind of ability like you do, where I can come back to life.
覚悟が終わりならば改められよ。
It's a lot less reverb on her voice in the cutscene. So this has happened.
あなたは一体。その右目 の呪いを受けているのですね。
不思議り、確かにもらい受けた。
Damn straight I do. Anodachi, capable of slaying the undying. Its crimson blade will take the life of any who dares draw it. Without the power of resurrection, one could not hope to wield this weapon, which allows one to defeat even infested beings. Long concealed within the Senpou temple, the blade is inscribed with its true name, Gracious Gift of Tears. So there's some connections to lore there. You know, we've talked about tears a bit already. Undying, infested. So now we have this. We also get an ability just from having this blade now, which you can see is on our back.
あなたは流院の巫女に仕えるお方なのですね。
ああ、
何故不思議りを求めるのですか。
戦況に竜の涙を手に入れ、不死立ちを果たすために。
なるほど。読んだことがあります。流院を断つ術があると。つまり巫女は流院を厭われておいでなのですね。
そうだ。
巡り合わせとは異なものですね。私はオチの巫女たちの一人、死なずの愚道者たちが作り上げた偽りの流院を持つ者です。
巫女たちとは
まともに育ったのは私だけ。他の皆はここに眠っています。
そうか。
不死を断つことが正しいのかは分かりません。
So all those dolls
なれど流
everywhere.
院が人の生き方を歪める。それを憎むのは私も同
The
じ。
waters were used by the monks.
私もあなたの一女となりましょう。お手を。
なんだ。
北条を。
これは米か。
It's kind of like pellets, but it heals you faster and longer.
存じます。噛めば噛むほど甘くなり、元気も出ましょう。巫女の忍びよ、ようこそおいでくださいました。すみません。
So if you
巫
request
女の
it,
忍びよ、お米がまだ実っておらぬのです。また北条の頃にお授けしましょう。さようなら、巫女の忍びよ。あなたの行く末に豊かな実りのあらんことを。
okay, so let's look around here and take notice of some things. So we see the pagoda shrine. Very different mythology kind of in this area when you go through it and you look through and you see it hasn't really been, you think why it's called the inner sanctum, it hasn't been touched, it hasn't been corrupted. But I find this part curious. Well, I think there's some stuff you can actually just collect here too, so I might as well just get it. As with all areas like this. Yep. And it's pellets. So that item drop right there kind of says a lot. So this water is coming here. It's rejuvenating water. Pellets are kind of imitations. Imitation heal. It's not like the real thing. But they're found kind of everywhere. So they're not very special. And I found this door to be very interesting. Just this door. Is that you go through, you have to use a bell to go through a magical place to kill these monkeys, which live in a world that kind of exists between life and death. And to get to here, to where this child is being kept, who is one of many experimented on by the monks of the palace. So now look at all those dolls that we see around differently. Those are all representations of the children that died. And why Kotaro was sad at the start. By opening this door, you wouldn't really think much of it, but all it does is really takes us back to the main hall. Takes us back to the main hall, where the bell is again. But nothing really special about just a door that takes you to a place. The only true holy place here is, you know, the illusory hall. There's nothing special about this inner sanctum. It's a prison. Locked. The door is locked. And guarded. The child is being kept. So now we're gonna go back quickly to Kuro's room. That was a long load. So I'm gonna consume the rice. It's just something you have to do.
Okami, その背中の刀はもしや。
Yeah, it is the mortal blade.
それが死なぬ者を殺すという刀か。
はい、仙宝寺の越智の巫女より授かりました。
越智の巫女。
仙宝寺の者たちは僧を捨て死なずの探求に魅了されておりました。その末に生まれた偽りの流因を持つ
False dragon's heritage.
それが越智の巫女たちです。
偽りの流因。
Kind of what I was getting at.
そのようなものが。待て、巫女たちと言ったか。
はい。
So the broken bridge, everything, it's all separated.
されど生き残ったのはただ一人にございます。
流因はやはり人のありようを歪めてしまうか。不死立ちなさねばな。
御意。
戦況に至るための子集めも進んできたな。狼よ。
Okay.
行くか。狼よ。
狼殿、狼とほんの少し眉間のシワ、苦
Okay,
労
so
さん。で
her stuff is exhausted. I think you go here. I can't remember this whole sequence. It's pretty convoluted to do. No. So I'm gonna go back to the inner sanctum. Again, it's just a location. It's not an actual magical place.
Mikoの忍びよ、ようこそおい。巫女の忍びよ、お米が豊かに実りました。さあ、豊穣を。
So you just do this. Take more.
かたじけない。
お米は大事。またいただきにいらしてください。すみません。またさようなら、あなたの行く末に。
So you get more rice. Okay, so
狼殿、狼本クロス。では、
戦況に至るための行くか。
I'll do this once or twice. I don't know if it actually initiates until after a certain point anyway, but there we go.
Hmm. 巫女の忍び、お待ちしていました。さあ、お米をどうぞ。豊穣を。
礼を言う。
はい。お米は大事。しっかり噛んで食べてくださいね。また。
This part's a bit tedious to do. So I see how she was sleeping when we arrived. use the rice. You kind of, if you do this, if you just use the rice normally in combat, like I said, it's like better pellets. But if you keep using it and then keep coming back, then something else happens. Okay. So he's standing up now.
狼殿。ではまた。
Consume the rice. Guess where we're going. So hold on a sec. It's not good.
巫女の忍び、よくおいでくださいました。
どうした？
大事ありません。それより今お米を。
待て、顔色が優れぬ。ゆっくり休め。
はい、わかりました。
Why is this happening?
何かあるか？何か欲しいものはあるか？
では柿を食べたいです。
わかった。
So I bought 2 of them when I went to the memorial mob in Shugendo.
巫女の忍び、いらしてくれたのですね。
Don't use them. I mean, you can get, there's another place you can get them. I'll show it later. Give her some.
誠に取ってきてくださったのですね。
食え。
はい、いただきます。甘くて美味しいです。
そうか。
忍びよ、お手を。
だが
もう大丈夫です。お手を。
No need to hesitate.
豊かな実りをあなたに。礼を言います。巫女の忍びよ、いただいた柿のおかげでたくさん実ったようです。よければ流院の巫女にも差し上げてください。
わかった。
So we got some rice for Kuro. So I'm gonna go back here. I think I can actually do it now. Here we go. So you eavesdrop.
どこで道を分かってしまったのだろう、源一郎殿。戻ったか、狼よ。
はい。九郎様に預かり物がございます。
預かり物？
これを。
これは米か。
はい。先方寺の巫女が九郎様にと。
そうか、それはありがたい。良き米と見える。実にツヤツヤしておる。
噛むとはもうございます。
噛む？狼よ、米は炊いて食べた方がうまいぞ。そなた、甘いものは好きか？
何でも食べまする。
ならば嫌いではないのだな。
Starving
よ
wolf.
し、そなたに良いものを作ってやろう。
良いものとは？
それはお楽しみじゃ。
Let's go. Wait, talk to Emma.
狼殿。
Nope.
で、
And then you wait, rest. Now he's kind of in a little different position.
待っておったぞ、狼よ。さあ、手を出すがよい。
はっ。
So it's an even better healing.
これは。
おはぎじゃ。先方寺の巫女殿にいただいたお米でこさえたのだぞ。さあ、遠慮はいらぬ。食うてみよ。
I can't remember if you need to actually do this in front of him. Right.
いただいたお米でこさえたおは。さあ、行くか、狼よ。まあ、それもよし。
Monkeying around. Okay, so we go back. Oh,
巫女にお米を渡していただけましたか？
あ、もらった米を巫女様がおはぎにしてくださった。
まあ、流院の巫女がご自身でそのようなことを。
とても張り切っておられた。
まあ、そうなのですね。ああ、そうか。流院の巫女もまた人なのですね。 なんとは当たり前のことか。不死立ちもきっと故に迷い、それでも選ばれたのでしょうね。巫女の忍びよ、一つ聞きたいのですが。
なんだ。
巫女様の名はなんと。
九郎様だ。
九郎様、とても良い響き。いつかお会いしたいものです。巫女の忍びよ、ようこそおいでくだ。すみません、お米が。またさようなら、あなたの行く。
I think this is the last thing I need to do.
戦況に至るための講話。狼よ、行くか、狼よ。
So rinse and repeat. She's facing the other way, is he?
皆、私はどうするのが良いのでしょう。不死立ちがなった時、私はまた大事なものをなくしてしまう。そのような気がしてならぬのです。
So she's conflicted.
おい。
巫女の忍びよ、来てくださったのですね。巫女の忍びよ、お米が豊かにさあ、豊穣を。
かたじけない。
お米は大事。またいただきにいらしてください。すみません、巫女の忍びよ、お米がまた。
Okay.
さようなら、あなたの。
I don't think you actually have to. This is all stuff you can do as you're playing the game. I'm just trying to get it kind of out of the way. But you learn about a lot of lore. Good deal, actually. Some good insights into how immortality in this game works. To me, I think the rejuvenating sediment that they speak of in the waters, disgustingly enough, I think is centipede eggs. think the centipedes are kind of the center of what's truly immortal. And there's more to go on that, but we'll talk about that when we get there. So he's snoozing now. So I took some energy out of him.
Miko-sama.
狼か。すまぬ。寝ていたようだ。戦況に至るための子集めを行くか。狼よ。
So, getting this out of the way so it'll not be in our way.
巫女の忍び、お待ちしていました。さあ、北条を。
礼を言う。
はい。お米は大事。しっかり噛んで食べてくださいね。また。
So everything comes at a cost. So
戦況に至る行くか、狼よ。
狼ど、狼を眉間の苦労様の。ではまた。
Right, I know. There's a piece of things I'm missing. But no, I'm gonna go like this.
巫女の忍び。
柿だ、食え。
いただきます。甘くて美味しい。あなたの柿は元気が出ます。巫女の忍び、ようこそ。巫女の忍び、お米が豊かに。さあ、北条を。
かたじけない。
お米はまたいただきにいらしてください。さようなら、あなたのゆ
Okay, so there's some stuff we need to do. I'm gonna check one thing.
戦況に至るための子集めも狼よ。行くか、狼よ。
Okay, so I've got these healing items now. I'm gonna consume the race again.
あ、巫女のお待ち。さあ、北条を。
礼を言う。
はい、しっかり噛んで食べてくださいね。またいらしてくださいね。
Okay, so there's something that I need. There's a few things that I need to do. I might end this stream now or soon. I do want to set myself up for the next few battles. And I'll do that. So we're gonna travel to the Sunken Valley Gun Fort. Sorry for that burp, that was disgusting. Actually, I'm gonna break this up. So I'm gonna end this stream now. I'm gonna go to the gun fort. But then I'm going to start the stream and set myself up for a few battles. Alright. So tune into the next part, and we will advance the plot a little bit further. A little bit murder.